In one of my recently videos, I got a question from you on how I make my transitions when I shoot B-roll video. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 2 ways on how you can make transitions when you shoot B-roll video. Coming up. Hi, my name is Roger, and on this channel we talk about cameras, tech gear and videography, and if this is something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That would really help me a lot. If you think that this footage that you're looking on right now doesn't look quite as normal as I usually have on my channel, that's because I'm shooting this video with my GoPro Hero 7 Black. And that's because I just sold my Canon M50. And I have a plan with that, because Canon is planning on releasing 2 new cameras in the M system. The first one is the Canon M50 Mark II, and the second one is a totally new camera in the M series, and is probably going to be called the Canon M7. And my plan with selling my M50 is to either buy the M50 Mark II or the new M7 when they come out. So if you want to see videos about either the M50 or the M7, depending on what camera I'm ending up with, please consider hitting that subscribe button and get those videos on your notification bar when I post them. So back to this video. I'm gonna talk about how I make my transitions when I shoot B-roll video. And there are kind of 2 ways in order to make transitions when it comes to video. One, you can plan out your transitions and make all those transitions in camera, or 2, you can have some kind of plan on how you want to make your transitions and just add things in post in order to make those transitions look good. For the case of this video, I'm gonna make this super simple and easy and just plain basic as you can get it, so everybody can follow along. The object for this video is going to be my Canon 50mm f1.8. And as you can see, I've made some kind of setup here that kind of looks okay, and we're going to use this as the setup for this B-roll video. When it comes to in-camera transitions, you have to plan how you want your scene to end and how you want the next scene to start, so that that transition follows through from the first scene to the second scene. And one of the most basic things you can do when it comes to an in-camera transition is a whip out and whip in movement. So we're gonna try that now just for the basic of it, just to show you how you can make an in-camera transition. I'm gonna start the scene by tilting my camera up, get the nifty 50 in focus, and then I'm gonna whip to the left. So since we whipped to the left on the end of this scene, I now have to whip in from the left in the next scene to make this a cohesive movement. And as you plan this out, you now have to think about, okay, I'm going to start by whipping in from the left in the beginning of the second scene, but how do I want the second scene to end? What kind of transition do I want the third scene to have, or the transition from the second to the third scene? My plan now is I'm going to whip in from the left, and I'm gonna end it by tilting the camera up to the ceiling of this room. So we should try and do that. And then up. And now my third scene will be me having the camera here and just tilting up like this, so that the movement is cohesive. That's the word, right? It's hanging together. So it's the same movement from the one scene to the next. And then another whip to the left. But this is just for me to show you how you can plan out your in-camera transitions. Now, the second way to do transitions is to just shoot some random footage of your object and that you think look good, and then you just make the transitions in post. And when we're done shooting here, I'm gonna go into Final Cut Pro with you and I'm gonna show you how you easily just make those transitions. They're really basic. So now I'm gonna just get some B-roll shots of the Nifty 50. Just some random shots like that. So now we got the shots and let's go into Final Cut Pro. Not necessarily Final Cut Pro, you can use whatever software editor that you have, but the basics is just the same for every editor. So let's go into Final Cut Pro and I'll show you how you do it. So now we're in Final Cut Pro and I have imported this footage that is the in-camera transition video that we just shot. And now we are going to cut this footage so that each transition looks kind of seamless. And we had the beginning of this B-roll is the tilt up from nothing. So that looks like that. And then we had the whipping up to the left. So now we cut that footage right there. Then we have to find where we are tilting in from the left in the second one, in the second shot. And that is right about there, I think. So we cut that and then we delete the footage that's in between. And the transition from the second scene to the third scene was a tilt up, and that was there. And now we have to find where we started our third scene, and that was just right about there, I think. So we cut that and now we delete the things that is in the middle. So now let's play this back. So as you see, the transition is kind of seamless. Not the third one, but we can change that. So here we had the tilting up, and the beginning of the next one was, yeah, we can start it there, I think. So maybe that's better. Let's see. We have the whip up. Yeah, I think that looks better. That's how you do in camera transitions. Now I've imported the last footage that I shot of my Nifty 50. So if we play back this footage right now, you can see that from this to the second one, there's just a hard cut. And from the second one to the third one, there's also just a hard cut. So what we now can do is we go to the transition tab over there on the right. And here we have Final Cut has different kind of transitions already installed, but you can download free transitions or you can buy transitions for whatever editor that you are using. So let's try, this is some free transitions that I downloaded from a YouTuber. I don't remember his name right now, but yeah, you can see that transition works okay. And then from this we can do a slide right transition, and let's see how these transitions work. So that's two ways that you can do camera transitions when you are doing your own B-rolls. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, give me a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And I'm kind of getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and when we hit, and if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. So if you want to be a part of that, also consider hitting the subscribe button, and Maybe I will see you in another video. Bye.